Welcome to the Millionaire Mastermind Show. On this particular episode, our focus is mind power and how mind power applies to success in entrepreneurship. Often, I meet aspiring entrepreneurs who have lofty ideas, who have actually simple ideas, practical ideas, all type of ideas. However, it's a smaller percentage of those entrepreneurs that I meet that have the mind power and the willpower to apply this energy to establish an actual business. The greatest error that basically is committed by an entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur is basically waiting. Waiting to start the business. An example, I've talked to several entrepreneurs who basically wanted to start restaurants, or aspiring entrepreneurs, keeping in mind that one isn't actually an entrepreneur until one actually starts a business and work that business and pursue entrepreneurial success through actual implementation of ideas in a physical business venture. So, with that in mind, I've talked to several aspiring entrepreneurs, say in the or had an interest in the restaurant industry. However, one of the common things that I actually hear often is this. I need $100,000 to start my business. I have a restaurant that I want to start, and I need $100,000, or I need $200,000 to start my business, or I need $50,000 to start my business, or I need $10,000. And I would ask, well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you have this money? Well, I have this issue, I have that issue, I have this issue, I have that issue, I have this issue, I have that issue. And I'm thinking in my mind, well, damn it, why don't you just start the fucking business? What is the holdup? Well, it's the money, basically, is what they would say if I ask them. And when I do ask them, what's the holdup? However, the error here is basically not understanding that basically the origins of resources, which money is basically just a physical implementation of actual energy resources, is mind. That's the origin. It all emanates from mind. And power through will. That's what money is, whether it's credit cards, whether it's actual coins, or whether it's dollar bills. It's actually willpower solidified. It's mind power. Now, knowing or understanding it is the mind that brings you money. It is your idea that will bring money to you. If you are an entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, then the number one focus that you should have would be to utilize your mind power to basically promote these ideas that you have to draw the money and support that you need to you, instead of sitting around waiting for it. The difference between the most successful people in the world, whether they're athletes, whether they're business owners on a higher level of business, billionaires, millionaires, and even basically your marginally successful business people, is simply this. It is that these individuals, whether it was conscious or unconscious, these individuals understood the value of their mind, the value of themselves. Often the error that individuals make is they put too much in this venture itself. For some, I know this would sound odd. Well, shouldn't you put focus on the business venture, making it successful? Yes, you should. However, the business is your mind, and your mind is the business. Let me repeat that. The business is your mind, and the mind is your business. The physical aspects of your business basically reflects the mental powers, mental state of the individual who created the business or who basically founded the business. So if your mind is in basically a shambles, or if it is weak, then often your business will be in shambles or it will be weak. So you must understand that mind is the very first principle in regards to success. A positive mind. A positive mind within the context of actual action. Not positive in some type of hokey pokey, ambiguous, complex idea. Mind in a very tangible, technical idea within the context of applying what you know and feel. Simply, for example, one of the most brilliant aspects of entrepreneurship, when it is applied in a physical manner, is when you are able to, a aspiring entrepreneur, decide to start a business maybe minutes or seconds or days after they have the idea. There's no waiting around waiting for anyone to do anything, understanding that they are the magnetic force that is going to draw all of the power, all of the resources, all of the opportunities to them. Understanding that within this context, that their willpower and their determinations are the powers of mind given to them by the universe that is going to propel them forward, and that is going to draw all of the resources and support that they need to start their business, instead of sitting around making excuses. Again, as I say, start the fucking business. There's no need to sit around and basically just philosophize and blah 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 blah. The first step is get your sheet of paper, get your phone, and basically start working on your business plan. Well, should it take months? Should it take several months to start a business plan? No. You could write a business plan in 10 minutes. Yes, the very base of your business plan you could write on one sheet of paper, a few paragraphs, come up with the name of your company, come up with a brief sketch of the logo, and from there, you are now in a position to take the first step towards your business. The very first step, instead of waiting around for money to fall out of the sky or something hocus pocus to happen. You can take control of your destiny. This was the first part of Mind and Money. The second part of Mind and Money will go further into this science. Think about this. Character is destiny. Character is destiny. So the nature of your character, which keep in mind, your character emanates from your mind state. If your mind state is basically, you could say, flowing towards success, flowing towards positive opportunities that come your way, then this is ultimately going to be your reality. One would say, well, there is all type of obstacles, there's all type of challenges. These are not negative or positive. Ultimately, the mind determines them. And if you have already determined that you will be successful regardless of what, keep this in mind. There is no negative events. Everything that happens happens to help you, to assist you in accomplishing your goals. You just have to be smart enough to recognize there is no negative and positive once you have determined that your reality will be positive. Again, there's no negative and positive once you have determined that your reality will be positive. So everything that happens, you utilize, you think strategically, you do not become frustrated, and if you do become frustrated, it's brief. But you think strategically, and you think that basically that I will accomplish this and nothing will stop me. And this is the origins of entrepreneurship on a higher level, mind over matter. Next time we'll be again discussing the deeper elements of mind over matter in regards to entrepreneurship. Thank you for tuning in.